Wow, you stopped by. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm Sarah, and you're welcome to Delicious Cooking Series, where you get to find delicious and interesting baking and cooking recipes. In today's video, I would like to share with you how I make my chicken stew. If today is your first time of stopping by, please like and share my videos. To my subscribers, I say thank you. You guys are wonderful. And for this video, we'll be needing these ingredients below. First of all, we'll be needing our fresh tomato, onion, peppers, and this is already washed. We'll be needing our chicken, also washed. Yes, our chicken. And we'll be needing our seasoning cubes. I'm using seasoning cubes today. We'll be needing our garlic. I have 3 balls of garlic there. We'll be needing our dried shallot. We'll be needing our dried bay leaves. And also our rosemary leaf. Wow, I love the smell of this rosemary leaves. Guys, give it a try. And also salt to taste. We'll also be needing our curry powder. You can use any curry powder of your choice. And also our tomato paste. This is the type I'm using today. You can also use any tomato paste of your choice. And for our oil, we'll be using this particular oil today. So let's get started. First and foremost, I would like to blend my tomato, fresh pepper and onion so that I can start steaming it. So in a blender, I will place my fresh peppers, my onions and tomato for blending. I will blend it until it is perfectly smooth to my taste. So now fix it and start blending it. I'll blend it, then I will steam it until it's well dried. And for our chicken, I will be marinating my chicken for 45 minutes. So first and foremost, I will be blending my onion, garlic and pepper in a blender. I will blend it, then add it to my chicken. Here is my chicken in a pot. I will add my onion, garlic and pepper paste that I just blended. I'll pour it inside the meat. Then I will add up my rosemary leaves. I'll add up some of the rosemary leaves. My dried shallot, I'm also going to put some of it, add some of it. Also, this is my curry powder. I'm going to be pouring everything inside the chicken. I'm going to be adding my salt for taste. I'm going to be adding my salt. And next, I'm going to be adding my seasoning cube. You can totally use any seasoning cube of your choice. You can use any seasoning powder of your choice. Also, today I'm using no seasoning cube and I'm using 4 seasoning cubes. So the seasoning cube we use is totally optional to you. I'll add it and then I will give it a quick stir. I'll have to mix it thoroughly. I'll mix it. After mixing, I'll cover it and set it aside to marinate for about 45 minutes. I actually marinated this meat for 45 minutes before I placed it on the cooker to start cooking it. So I'm going to cover it and allow it to marinate for 45 minutes so that the chicken can get inside this. And for my tomato, it's already dried, so I'm going to set it aside. Now my chicken is well marinated. This is about 45 minutes later. I'm going to boil my chicken with the water itself before adding up any water. I'm going to boil it for, let's say, 5 to 10 minutes. Now my chicken is boiling and is doing very, very fine. I'm going to give it a quick stir. Then I'll add up my water. This is the quantity of water I am adding. So the quantity of water I add is actually optional. Yes, I'll give it a quick stir. Then I'll cover it and allow it to cook for some more time. Now our chicken is our chicken is well cooked. I'm going to give it a quick stir also. Yes, then I'm going to set it aside and sieve the meat from this chicken stock so that I can start frying my chicken. In a pot, I'll add up some oil. I'll add up some oil in a pot, heat it up for some time. Then I'll place my 1 bulb of onion inside the oil so as to give my chicken the right flavor and aroma. So I'm going to start frying my chicken. I'm going to place my chicken. Make sure you don't overcrowd your pot so that it can fry very well. Yes, I'm frying my chicken already. I'm going to spread it a little to make sure it fries very, very well. So as you can see, it's frying and I have to spread it a little. Okay, we're going to give it some time to fry. Yes, now it's still frying. Always make sure, and for this food I'm cooking on a medium heat. So now I'm flipping it to the other side so I can also fry it well. Yes, I'm flipping it to the other side. Yes, I'll give it some more time to fry on the other side before I'll pack it out from the oil. Now our chicken is well fried. I'm going to bring it out from the oil and I will repeat the process until my chicken is finished. Until I'm done frying all the chicken. So I'm packing it out now to put the remaining chicken inside the oil. Ensure you don't overcrowd your pot so that it can fry very well. And you can see. And if today is your first time of stopping by, please like and share my video, comment on the comment section, give me a thumbs up. And for my YouTube subscribers, I say thank you. Please click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much, guys. Now back to our chicken. It's still frying. So once it's ready, I'll also do same and flip it to the other side. Once the other side is well fried, then I will pack it out. Now this is my oil. I will make sure my oil is very neat, as you can see. So I'm going to add up my sliced onion, and I'm going to allow this to fry. Give it a quick stir and allow it to fry for, let's say, 2 to 3 minutes before adding my tomato paste. I want the aroma to be everywhere, so I want to fry this onion a little bit, let's say 2 to 3 minutes before adding my tomato paste. Yes, it's still frying. Okay, and now it's time to onion is still frying. Yes, 2 to 3 minutes later, I will add up my tomato paste. Now I'm adding my tomato paste. I'm adding my tomato paste, and after that I will give it a quick stir. Now on this part, you have to make sure your cooker is low so that your tomato does not get burnt. So I'm going to stir it continuously until it spread inside this oil, and I'm going to fry it for, let's say, 8 to 10 minutes. I'm going to fry it, and I'll continue stirring. This part also, you don't want to make sure you don't cover the pot so that it can continuously fry. And this part, I'll continue stirring it and make sure my cooker is on a very low heat so it doesn't get burnt. Now you see my tomato is doing very well. As you can see, it's well fried. Now I'm going to add my blended tomato mix with pepper and onion. I'm going to ensure that I add everything and give it a quick stir. I'm going to stir it very well and mix it very well to combine. Thereafter, I'll cover it and allow it to cook for some time before adding any other thing to it. Yes, I'll stir it. I'm still stirring it. Now I'm going to cover it and allow it to cook for some more time before I'll add up any other thing to it. As you can see, my stew is cooking very, very well. I'll give it a quick stir. I'll stir it to make sure it doesn't get burnt. I'm going to stir continuously so it doesn't get burnt. In this part, like I said before, you have to make sure your gas or your cooker is not on a high heat so that it will not get burnt. Now this time I'm going to add up my fried chicken. I like to add my chicken before adding the chicken stock. So after adding it, I'm going to stir it together. I'm going to stir it together to make sure the stew covers the meat. Make sure everything goes inside. I'll stir it very, very well. Stir it together. Then after stirring, I'm going to cover it and allow it to cook for, let's say, 3 to 5 minutes or thereabouts before adding my chicken stock. Now it is 5 minutes later. I'm going to add up my chicken stock. Yes, I'm going to add my chicken stock. This is my chicken stock. I will add up my chicken stock to the stew. Then I will stir it together and stir it very well. Yes, I'll stir it very well. After stirring it, I'll cover it and allow it to cook for some more time. I'll allow it to cook. I'm going to cover it and allow it to cook for a while. Then our chicken stew will be ready. Now you can see it's cooking very well, and you can see the oil is gradually settling down on top of the stew. That's a good sign to know that yes, my stew is fully ready. Yes, I will give it a quick stir, and here you taste it to adjust if there is any adjustment, if to add up any seasoning cube. Tested mine and it was perfectly okay. Now I'm going to stir it continuously before covering it to cook for some more time. Now our stew is ready. You can see it's very